Welcome to the RV Show USA Facebook Live. Hi.
Hey, everybody. Howdy, howdy. Got a good show for you tonight.
Yay. I like good shows. I really do.
Okay, let me click which button am I supposed to click? Yeah. How about refresh?
That would work.
There we go.
All right.
You can almost see the RV Show USA logo on this T-shirt back here we're going to be giving away.
Very good. All right, hang on.
Yeah, I went up and got some of these travel guides.
Mm-hmm.
They're very nice, and these are actually 2017 travel guides.
Oh,
so.
very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So we're looking good.
I'm glad you're able to get the recent ones.
Yeah. Actually, just a newer version of pretty much the same people are in it from last year. Hey, Bill Harmon. Hello, Lisa. We got a minute and a half till we kick off.
Mm-hmm.
Till we start the RV and head on out of the parking lot.
Yep. All right. So why isn't my phone doing what it needs to do?
What's happening?
My phone's actually not playing the video for some reason.
Your phone isn't? Mine is.
No, your computer's playing the
jinx
video.
myself, but
Your phone's sending the video, not playing it.
I can see it's looking good. Mobile RVing shared the RV Show USA's video. Very good. Hello, Laura. Hi, Al. We got about 45 seconds, kids, and then we're going to start out. 5 seconds, kids. Out of my way.
All right, 30 seconds.
You got your Batman T-shirt on.
I
see.
do.
Yeah.
Well, this week was the 25th anniversary of Batman Returns.
Oh,
The second Michael
I've
Keaton
never
movie.
been a very big fan of Batman.
I'm not a big fan of
I mean-
Batman. I'm more Superman, but I like Batman all right.
I'm a Superman guy myself. If I had to pick. Y'all ready? Got 5 seconds. Here we go.
4, 3. Okay, everybody quiet. Here we go.
Broadcasting and distributed worldwide on the Westwood One XDS satellite platform and syndicated to great radio stations around the globe, this is the RV Show USA.
All right, y'all. Get ready.
We're glad you could join us as we explore the wonderful world of the RV lifestyle, sharing our passion for the best form of family entertainment we know of. Join the conversation by calling 1-855-296-SHOW. That's 1-855-296-SHOW. And now, here's the host of the country's only radio show dedicated to the RV lifestyle. Here's Alan Warren.
All right. And a great big old summertime howdy, everybody. Man, has it been hot or what? And the summer is just getting started. Hadn't quite hit 100 in Central Texas yet, but been mighty close. You know, it's just plain hot, I'm telling you. It's been raining in East Texas and Louisiana and up in those parts of the country. How about those folks over in Arizona, man? You seen what they've been dealing with? Did you see that? I mean, earlier in the week, 120 degrees, like right at 120 degrees. That is crazy. So hot they had to cancel some flights, and I'm telling you, that makes us Texans that are complaining about the hot weather look like a bunch of wimps, right?
I actually have some friends who live in Arizona, and we were commenting on like the 102. They're like, "Oh, let me show you what's coming up here."
Yeah, but it's a dry heat, right? Dry heat.
I don't know about
you
that.
Bet. All right, anyhow, welcome to the RV Show USA, everybody. I hope you're able to spend most of the hottest part of the day in front of an air conditioner, or at least in the shade. Here in the studio, running security over there, is Batman, who wants to keep his identity secret. Riding co-pilot here is, hang on. Riding co-pilot here is Goose. How's your week been?
It's been good so far. It's been a
Good.
pretty good week.
I
I
was
mean,
afraid-
we're on the tail end of it, but it's,
I was afraid somebody wasn't going to show up after last week's show.
I was afraid you weren't going to show up after last week's show. By the way, how are those Father's Day presents of yours going?
Well, the Father's Day presents for me, they're working out well, but not for me. You know,
Those house shoes fit okay?
Those sequin slippers, the Chico's gift card,
Yeah.
the whatever the lotion that she gave me. That all those Father's Day gifts for me, she's enjoying them, and she's been enjoying them all week. So.
Very good. Very good.
Yep. All right, we did have a lot of fun. That show was a bit out of the ordinary. Now, if you're a new listener, thank you for joining us. We hope that you will set a reminder to join us each week at the same time on the same platform, whether you're listening to us on one of our affiliate stations or on Facebook Live, and that you'll become a part of our growing family of folks that love the RV lifestyle. Now, if you'd like to catch some previous shows, it's easy to do.
You can head over to thervshowusa.com, thervshowusa.com, and click on Listen. All of our shows are podcasts for archival purposes for you to go back and listen to at any time. However, if you don't just want to listen, you want to see our lovely faces, which there's a reason we work in radio. But anyway, you can go to the Facebook page. That's The RV Show USA on Facebook, and watch all of our Facebook Live videos. Of course, we have some fun during the commercial breaks as well. So, you know, if you want to hear all the shenanigans that happen when we go to commercial, you do that at Facebook, and then The RV Show USA. Of course, you'll find the show page, but you also find our group page there. You can join that and post your comments and your questions about the RV lifestyle, because once you do that, you are entered to win a fire disc cooker and some great accessories that come with it, including a cutting board, a knife, and a locking tie down. So that way that fire disc cooker, while it has legs, those legs don't take it off somewhere.
It won't go walking away. We'll tell you more about that later on in the show. I'm going to give you a rundown on today's show here in just a couple of minutes, but let's give a little bit more time for folks to join us in the studio on Facebook Live. Now, up at Big Chief, our resort on Lake Buchanan, the mornings and afternoons have been really busy at the swimming pool.
I can imagine.
But the middle of the day, like a ghost town. I think everybody's, back in their RV sitting in front of the air conditioner because those electric meters are spinning.
Or at least out under an awning.
Yeah.
Somewhere
in the shade, and hopefully there's some wind blowing. Now, in terms of what's happening with RVers, here's kind of the upshot of what I've been hearing most folks talking about lately in our state RV and camping group pages. Now, first, it's how difficult it is to get into state parks and how difficult it is getting a last-minute RV site just about anywhere without a reservation 2 or 3 weeks in advance. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I do not think it's going to get any better, I'm telling you. You know, that so many people have been bitten by the RV bug that there's literally so much supply out there, that so much demand that there's just not enough supply of RV sites for all these people. So if you want to get yourself an RV site, you have got to go look at your calendar, plan way far ahead, make a phone call, make a reservation, or you're probably going to be out of luck. Now, for example, up at Big Chief for, a month, more than a month, we've been completely booked up for the 4th of July. I think that we are 100% booked up for Labor Day. We may have a site or two left, but with all the people that are getting into RVing, you really, really, really need to be aware of that. This is not 5 years ago, folks, when you could call up at the last minute and get yourself a site or a cabin. You really need to plan ahead and lock down some dates if you want to go someplace. So that's one of the things I've been hearing about. And let's see, what else? Oh, I was going to give you a suggestion. We've got several minutes until we hit the break. If you're a seasoned RVer and you're at a campground and you see that guy or you see that gal, the new person that shows up with an RV, and you were that person one time too, and it's pretty obvious to tell who's new, think about going over and helping them. They're probably not going to ask for help, but they would welcome your help. I think that's a great opportunity to teach people a little bit of RV etiquette, to show people how well-mannered RVers are. And if you train them right in the beginning and you do something good for them, I'm telling you, it will come back and help us all. And the more people that we have in the campgrounds, I think the more important it is that we are on our best behavior and we help teach people right from the get-go. So if you see that guy or that gal that looks like they're having problems hooking up, they may not know how to hook up their sewer hose, they may not be aware of picking up the dog's Big Dirty. If you got some extra plastic bags, give them to them. And they will appreciate you for it, and that way you can kind of train them. It makes them feel good, make you feel good as well. All right, coming up, let's see. We're going to go in hour number 2. We're going to visit Raccoon Mountain Caverns and Campgrounds. It is in Chattanooga, just outside of Chattanooga, Tennessee. An absolutely awesome, awesome place that is our featured destination of the week. And then we're going to start it off next hour with Tim Wasberg. He's back from another one of his
There's going to be fireworks in the background.
Adventures. I don't think so. Not tonight. But Tim's back, and he's got a couple of people that we're going to talk about. Very, very interesting folks from over in Florida. And then at the bottom of this hour, we're going to come back from break. Let's see how much time. Oh, we got plenty of time. We're going to come back from break. 3 minutes? Yeah, about 3 minutes. We're going to come back from break with our friend from DeMontrond RV, our certified new RV dealer in Houston, Scott Thompson. Scott is on with us every couple of months. He's always a wealth of information with tips and advice. And with all the hot weather going on right now, you do not want to take your RV and hit the road, especially a long road trip, without having it checked out. You know, your tires may look good, but they may have dry rot, and you do not want to blow out on the side of the road. I had a blowout this week.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's never fun.
No,
but this was actually it was not a bad one for me. It only took a couple hours to get it back, 2-3 hours to get back on the road.
Well, that's good.
But in an RV, it can be an all-day affair, and it's a nightmare. So Scott's going to be on with us to tell us a little bit about some of the things that we really need to do before we hit the road this summer.
Of course, during the break, feel free to go to thervshowusa.com and sign up for our free newsletter. You'll get the coupon for the featured destination of the week. So much news and great information about the RV lifestyle, plus the 2017 RV Travel and Camping Guide Texas will be sent to you for free.
Okay, now you've got to ask for it. You've got to subscribe to the newsletter, and the very last question, once you hit submit, it's going to say, you want us to mail you this free travel guide? It's like 150 pages, 4-color magazine. If you like traveling in Texas, you think you'd like to come to Texas and check it out, it's filled with great information, all kinds of RV parks. It's got like a Super Saver card where you save 10% on your RV sites at most of the places that you'll see advertised. But you've got to go to our website, subscribe to the newsletter, and the very last question, would you like us to mail you a free Texas RV travel and camping guide?
Of course,
Click yes.
The first thing you see is our friends at PPL Motorhomes.
Oh,
as soon as you open that.
A coinky-dink, right?
Huh,
yeah, how about that?
Maybe.
All right, now listen, at the bottom of the hour, we're going to go up to Anchorage, Alaska, and visit with Bob Johnson from Great Alaskan Holidays. If you've ever dreamed about going on a long RVing trip, Alaska is the ideal destination. If you're going, you know what, I don't know if my unit would make it all the way up there, no problem, because in Anchorage, Bob has got like 450 Class C RVs that are awesome. You can rent them, take them out, save lots of money, make lots of memories. I guarantee you're going to like it. All right, this is the RV Show USA. I'm Alan Warren. That's Batman. We're going to start calling him the Invisible Man. And Goose over here in his Batman T-shirt. Thank you all for joining us. Again, go to thervshowusa.com, click subscribe. It'll take you about a minute to do. We do not sell your information to anybody, and you can jump off the email list whenever you want to. All right? That's it. We'll be back right after this.
Want to buy, sell, or trade an RV? The only name you need to know is PPL Motorhomes.
All right, so guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Now, did you enjoy your chocolate cake?
I
did. That Chris White got you?
Let me go and see who's commenting here on Facebook Live.
Yeah, I've got to call our next guest, so bear with me.
All right, we're going to get Scott Thompson on the line, y'all. So hang on. I guarantee you got an RV, you're going to want to listen to what Scott has to say. I promise you. All right, Lisa, Chris. What did Chris say?
He hope you enjoyed the chocolate cake.
Jeff, Facebook Live keeps freezing up for me. I don't know what's the matter.
Me too,
Jeff.
on my iPhone. The internet works fine. iPhone, not so much.
I'm shooting it on my iPhone.
Yeah, I know, but that's different than playing it back.
Oh, okay. All right, while we're in a break.
Hey, Scott, this is Goose from the RV Show. How you doing? Doing good. We're just about ready to have you on here. Just want to make sure you're ready to go.
Mention the music.
All right. So as you know, when we go to break, we normally play music. That's also going to be your cue to kind of give us a quick wrap up. All right. All right. Thank you, sir. We'll be with you here in just a few moments. Thanks.
How do I make a comment on something?
You just
Did I pin something? What did I do?
scroll right there. Write a comment.
Oh, thanks. I'll get this thing down. I'll
There you
figure-
go.
Did I pin a comment?
I don't think you can pin a comment, but I know you can make a comment. Oh, you did pin a comment.
Well,
You
how do I
pinned-
unpin it?
I don't know how you unpin it. Let me see here. Go to the pinned comment.
Okay, what? Pin
Unpin,
comment.
unpinned comment right there.
Unpin. Okay.
There you
Okay.
go.
There we go.
Goodness.
I'll figure this out. All right, y'all. Good news. You know, we hold this up every week. We talk about these great looking decals that you can get for your RV. My friend Sean Sanders over in Louisiana, he's actually the guy that has all these great RV camping groups. He sells these decals. They're like $10, okay? I don't know what they're made out of, but they will last on your RV and look great for a very, very long time. But here's the cool deal. Let me move this a little bit closer. I just learned that he can extend this out a little bit and put your name on here. I think
Ooh.
that's pretty cool. So
That
you
is
put
pretty slick.
the Warrens or the Smiths or whatever you want to say.
Or the geese.
You know, yeah, or the Gooses or Batman or whatever. And that's no extra charge. So if you want to get that, you go to our website. Simple to do. And one of the main things across is decals. Click
Yep.
on it. Check on your state, the state that you're from that you like. And you got a Class A, B, C, fifth wheel, travel trailer, whatever you got. Sean can get it for you in whatever color you like.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him what you want, and he'll take care of you. Hi.
And
What else we
Bruce, all right. So it's not necessarily that the camera went out of focus. So when we do these things, we are dependent upon the internet and the upload speed
Correct.
of the station here. So sometimes if that gets a little out of whack, if things are a little slow, the quality of the picture is lessened. So that way you can still keep up with us and we're not so delayed and you don't have to buffer. So that explains that. So
Does that make sense?
we can talk more tech at the bottom of the hour break. Right now, we're about to have our first guest, so hang on. More of the RV Show USA continues in just a moment.
Texas State Park Guide. You gotta take care of Texas. It's the only one we got.
Sponsored by the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality.
Welcome back, everybody. Hit the announcer. Yeah.
We now return to the RV Show USA. To get on the show, call Alan at 1-855-296-SHOW. That's 1-855-296-SHOW.
All right, Alan Warren, Batman, and Goose back with you here on the RV Show USA. I want to get right into our next segment, or our next guest, actually, because there is a lot to cover, and we've only got him for one segment. From our certified new RV dealer in Houston, Texas, DeMontrond RV, let's bring up Mr. Scott Thompson. Hey, Scott.
How we doing, guys?
We're doing really good. So we're hearing about this big heat wave in the Southwest, and it looks like it's going to be a super hot Texas summer. What kinds of
It
things?
already is.
What kinds of things do RVers need to consider doing before they hit the road in all this heat?
Well, I mean, the main thing is get it in for service before you leave. There's so many things that heat messes up in any vehicle, but especially RVs. They have those dual cooling fans, and they're kind of sandwiched together. We need to make sure those are all cleared out. Make sure there's no debris or mud daubers, that beautiful little bug we love in Texas. So all that needs to be cleared out. Make sure we got good airflow through those. The tires, Alan, the tires are the most important thing because the last thing you want is a blowout driving down the road at 75 miles an hour. They have to be inflated to proper temperatures, whatever the spec is on your RV, to allow for that heat expansion. Air expands when it gets hot.
Now,
So this is the time of season.
with the super hot temperatures over in Arizona, and you know we haven't hit 100 yet, but we're real close to it in Central Texas. I know that we're going to see a whole lot more blowouts and tires being thrown. And is there any kind of a rule of thumb for RVers about their tires? Because I know a lot of them can look pretty good, but they're not good.
Yeah, the dates codes. Those date codes are imperative to have checked. Make sure you're in that 2-year range that the manufacturers are calling for. So that and proper inflation. That's it. That's the name of the game right now with this heat.
Yeah, I spoke with a guy the other day, and he said that he went from Texas to South Dakota, and in that trip, he said his tires looked great. He had 3 blowouts on his trip that lasted only a week. He went up on a real quick trip and turned around. 3 blowouts, and every one of his tires, he said they all came from the same batch, but they all looked good. It was like one after the other. What a disaster.
Yeah, and it's and this time of the year, standing out there, of course, most of the people have generators, but standing out there with 3 blown tires in the middle of the interstate, and then you're going to get yourself caught up in days and days. Some of the towns here in Texas that are smaller, they have to get those tires brought in. So just a little bit of maintenance.
What about
that Warranty Forever program will take care of that if you'll bring them in and let us check it out before you go down the road.
And I want to talk about the Warranty Forever in just a second, Scott. But first, because the tires made out of rubber, so are belts and hoses. Are they a concern for RVs, motorhomes?
Yeah, that was the other thing I wanted to talk about is the belts. Those belts need to be checked for wear and tear. Your cooling fan belts, your alternator belt, all of that stuff has to be checked. That rubber expands just as much as the tires does now.
Well, I know it does, and we just seem to forget about it. I'm just guilty of it as anybody. We just think, it's working okay, and the next thing you know, you throw a belt, and then you're stranded. And I was going to ask you your thoughts on a roadside protection plan. Do you like those things? Do you suggest people get them when they have an RV?
I do. It'll keep you out of a lot of trouble down the way. Everyone's just as good as the other. You just have to read the small print. And make it to your coach. I know that they offer a lot of different plans based on your urine bottles, so make sure you're checking that stuff out, and it doesn't bleed into your warranty that you're getting from the factories or from the manufacturers of, let's say, Coleman or whoever's building your all that stuff. Make sure it's after that period.
Okay. Now, folks, we're talking with Scott Thompson. He's our friend from DeMontrond RV in Houston. They're a certified new dealer over there. They take great care of their customers. They have a unique program called their Warranty Forever program on their new RVs. And if you buy a new RV from DeMontrond, certain parts are covered literally forever. And that's what you were talking about, Scott.
Yeah, it is. I want to tell you, last month, with our Warranty Forever customers that came in for the yearly inspection, I know that we've replaced dozens of ACs, 2 or 3 refrigerators. The program works. All you have to do is get it maintained, and it doesn't even have to be through us. We do appreciate the business, and we want your business back. But if you get your yearly service done and everything checks out, they cover it all. They cover all the things they said they would. There's no gimmick to it. As a matter of fact, I had a young man interview with me the other day, and he was actually a salesperson for another company, and he said, the thing that I hated the most was going up against the guys with Warranty Forever because it beat me every time.
Well, and I want to point out that the Warranty Forever at DeMontrond is not an option. It is included. It is part of the package, so you're not paying any more for it. And to me, I think it just provides the purchaser that peace of mind that you need where you can get out and you can enjoy RVing, and that's what it's all about.
Yes, sir. It's keep you on the road, keep you happy. They did a lot of studying on this before they rolled it into the RVs from the car world, and they picked the main things that we knew were going to go bad. So your ACs, your fridge, your hot water heaters, all those things that are going to go bad in time, it covers. So that peace of mind alone is, and it's free. What else can you ask for?
All right. Now, when I come in for my annual inspection, if you will, that you need to do, well, actually you need to do it, I think, no matter what kind of RV you've got, but you come in for your annual inspection. This time of year, is it difficult to get into DeMontrond, or you make an appointment?
Right now is the time to get in. Another month from now, and we'll be, it just gets busier as the summer goes on, all the way through December. But if you're thinking about that trip 2-3 weeks down the road, call and get you an appointment. Call tomorrow. Talk to any of the guys up front and gals. They'll be more than happy to get you in as soon as possible. I know back in the body shop, I don't have a waiting list right now. So we'd be more than happy to get you in and get you out as quickly as possible.
You know, I don't know if anybody knows the actual number, but I wonder what percentage of RV repairs that you guys make at, DeMontron are preventable if somebody just took the proper maintenance and doing the things that they should do when they should do them.
Yeah, almost all of them are preventable. In my opinions, on my side of the world in the body shop, those yellow cones, well, sometimes you just don't see them. But on the service side, from what I'm seeing, I think we talked about this a while back, but just spraying the underneath of your coach, keeping that salt water off if you're down around the Galveston area, especially in the summertime. That salt water, it just deteriorates the whole bottom side. So preventative maintenance is everything.
Well, I know that it is, and it just in about 45 seconds or so, I'm hearing more and more people talking about the importance of checking your fluids, your oil, your transmission fluid, and actually really checking it. Don't just take it for granted.
Yeah, no, and that was one of the key things that me and Tim talk about over on the service side, and he, those fluids are meant at a certain level in those coaches for a reason, and with the heat, they've already looked at that. They've already looked forward down the road, so that oil expands and everything else just like rubber does. So you want to make sure, especially in these temperatures, that your coolant levels are correct, your oil levels are correct, your transmission fluid is correct. Make sure all of those are at spec for that make and model. And they're so smart now, Alan, that the computers will shut these coaches down on the side of the road in a New York second if the oil's not exactly where it needs to be or the coolant levels. They have computers on board that read that stuff constantly. But that's to keep you safe.
All right, Scott, we got to call it there. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll get back on again real soon. You take care and say hi to everybody over there at DeMontron, okay?
Will do. Y'all have a good night. Thanks, Alan.
Thanks much. All right, folks, we'll be right back.
Well, the Big Chief's gone crazy at Lake Buchanan with this great deal for radio listeners looking for a fun, quick, and affordable getaway.
No, it doesn't. There's limiters and stuff on the air, and I do some magic as well.
Okay, good.
So I do some audio magic.
Scott should have been on for 2 segments, I think. He is so smart.
He is so smart.
Much. He's good. Hey, Great Alaskan Holidays. How goes it? You know what time it is in Anchorage? Just full for that.
4:30?
Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got.
Hi, Bob. This is Goose from the RV Show. How you doing? Doing all right. Hey, we're going to be here having you as a guest here in just a few moments. Are you ready to be on the show? Awesome. Put you on a brief hold. We'll be with you here in just a few moments, all right? Thank you. And that was our friend Bob Thompson from Alaska.
Okay, how do I comment on somebody's comment, Goose? Look.
All right, so
you see where it says comment?
No, that's pinned comment.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
No,
okay.
No, but you can. What you can do is just talk, and you can reference stuff like you were in a conversation, things like that. Now, do you want to comment as the show or as yourself?
I don't care.
Okay, then we're good. Don't worry about it. Alrighty, so guys, how you doing? Of course, Lisa's going to be with us all the time. Bill, thanks for being with us today, even though you left because I don't know what the deal is with iOS Facebooks right now. My Facebook Live is freezing. I can't see the show. I can see your comments, but my Facebook Live on my iPhone is frozen as well. Don't know what's causing it. Looked and see if the app needed to be updated. If there was not an update forthcoming. Maybe there will be tonight. I don't know.
Oh, you see this shirt over here?
I do. They don't, though.
They do. Well, they see a little bit of it.
Yeah. They see the logo. That's pretty much all they see.
All right.
We giving it away?
We're going to give away another T-shirt that says the RV Show USA on it, on the front pocket.
And on the back. Wow. Ooh, Big Chief RV and Cameras. So there we go.
Yeah.
We should get them as a sponsor.
We would have made it bigger, but that's the best we could do.
We should get them as a sponsor of the show.
Oh, wait a minute. They already are. So, y'all post some comments, share the Facebook Live, like it. Let your friends know that you're on Facebook Live so they can join us as well. And we will be awarding that good-looking T-shirt to somebody. All you got to do is when we announce your name, and I will announce it,
Yay!
you got to tell us what size you want. You guys are looking good over here in shirts. Well, thank you. Hey, Brian, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm here every week. Oh, wait, not me. Never mind.
All right, you know what? I got a story about...
Well, make it quick because we only have about 10 seconds before I have to go back.
Oh, okay.
So
Here we go.
okay, we're back to the main feed. Hang on,
Back
everybody.
at the top in 25 seconds.
RV. With hundreds of new RVs to choose from, I hope you'll check out DeMontrond RV. Yep, they're a bit of a drive from San Antonio, but the savings and the service you'll experience are well worth it. Connect with DeMontrond RV through our website, thervshowusa.com. thervshowusa.com, and click on Certified Dealers.
All right, a little over a month ago, my wife and I celebrated my birthday up in Alaska. I'm telling you, I love Alaska, at least this time of the year I do. It is so big, so beautiful, so amazing on so many levels, and I've been up to Alaska about 6 or 7 times. I always enjoy it, but I saw something on this trip that was something that it may have been there before, but I didn't recognize it before. It's the amount of RVs that are on the road. I'm telling you, it is unreal. There are RVs all over the place. I'm wondering, could there be that many people who drove all the way up here from the States? As it turns out, the answer is no. Most of them didn't drive up in their RVs. What they did, they flew into Anchorage and they rented an RV. It's an awful, awful cool deal, and here to tell us about it is our friend from Great Alaskan Holidays, Mr. Bob Johnson. He's up in Anchorage right now. Hey, Bob.
Hi, Alan. How are you today?
Doing really good. So, did I hit that right? A lot more and more people seem every year to be, instead of driving their RV all the way up from the lower 48, they just come up to Anchorage and let you take care of them.
Well, yeah, and we appreciate the opportunity to serve them. They can do either. As you know, they have a choice. They can bring their own coach up here, or they can get here an awful lot quicker and enjoy Alaska for a lot more time.
Who is your typical customer, Bob? And how old are they? How many people in the group? What's their level of RVing experience, and how long do they rent for? And
that is all across the board. Our customers can range anywhere from husband and wife couples who are on their honeymoon, they're newlyweds who just got married in the lower 48, and Alaska is their honeymoon, to retired couples who may want to bring their grandkids. The range is, from 20 to 90.
Wow. And so how long typically do they rent one of your, and most of yours are Class Cs, right?
The majority of our fleet are Class Cs, that's correct.
And why is that?
Well, for a couple reasons. Number one, the Class Cs tend to drive a little bit more like a normal car or truck would, and customers, especially first-time customers that are being exposed to an RV for the first time, are a lot more comfortable in that type of a coach. The other thing is Alaska can be a little bit difficult on windshields, as you can imagine. Class Cs tend to accept an oncoming stone a lot easier than a Class A would. But we do have Class A's available. They're not necessarily in our rental fleet, but we do have some very, very attractive new and used units as well.
So a Class C will comfortably seat 4 people. I guess you could put more in it, but very comfortably 4 people.
Oh, at least. Our floor plans range from 22-footers to 31-plus footers, easily accommodating 4, 6, 8 people. On an average, typical rental period is probably 7 to about 12 days, somewhere in there.
I was going to say, because you just cannot, you're not doing yourself justice by trying to go to Alaska for a 4 or 5 day trip. You'll shortchange yourself if you're going to go all that way. I think you need a couple of weeks. In a couple of weeks, you can see a lot of that beautiful state and have so many experiences you will never forget it.
Yeah, that's true. A couple of weeks is a pretty comfortable time period. Just a few days, you have to consider, it doesn't really matter if you're traveling from Orlando or Seattle. travel is a day on each side, regardless
Yep.
of how you look at it. So you've lost a day on each side. And to lose a day on each side of seeing Alaska in a RV is a pretty big loss in terms of your overall experience.
Yeah, I agree with that. So if someone has never driven an RV before, in about a minute, what's the most difficult thing to learn for them? What do you have to teach them? You just don't toss them the keys and say, there you go.
No, our customers go through it sounds extensive, but it's not. They go through an orientation video that is very, very easy to understand. We basically break down our coaches in video format to make them very, very easy for the first-timers to get accustomed to very quickly. A couple of the things that people have some apprehension with is the size of the unit. The bigger the unit, the more difficult it is to actually turn the unit. But when you're in the coach and you've gotten used to driving a much longer vehicle around some turns, it becomes pretty easy pretty quickly. So that apprehension and that intimidation can go away pretty quickly. And we don't want our customers to worry about learning their motorhome. We want them to know how to work what they need to work in the motorhome before they leave our lot, so they're not spending their Alaskan vacation trying to figure out our coaches.
All right, got you. Bob Johnson from Great Alaskan Holidays is on with us. We're talking about RVing in the great state of Alaska and how RVers who don't want to drive all that way up there, and even non-RV owners who want to have the RVing and Alaskan experience, are making lifetime memories courtesy of Great Alaskan Holidays up in Anchorage. All right, Bob, we got to take a quick break. We'll be right back, okay?
Great, thank you.
All right, y'all stick around. Back after this.
If you're an RVer, who do you use to perform service work on your RV?
I wants to go RVing.
Well, is
I'll
that
bet
what you're
you.
doing this weekend?
I'm probably going up to the lake.
Going to go up to the lake?
I'm not probably. I'm going to go up to the lake. I'm going to take me a big old slab of halibut,
Uh-huh.
which I had some halibut today.
Did you?
I was going to cook it for the missus,
But,
but she had an appointment, so she left and left me this giant halibut steak.
oh man.
Mhm.
It wasn't
I
there
took
when
pictures
she
of it.
came back, huh?
I hate people that take pictures of their food.
But
know?
you did,
But
didn't
I
you?
did, and I sent it
Did
to
you
her.
share it on your Instagram?
No, I don't do that.
Okay.
I don't even have an Instagram. You're right. Yeah. Hi, Sandy. All right.
Man, last weekend in June is coming up.
No kidding.
It's been a long day. But that's all right. Still here, still kicking. That's what matters, right?
Okay. Y'all have any questions or anything? Send them to us.
Yes, let us know, and we might have time for an Ask Alan segment later on.
Maybe.
Maybe. But we need questions to ask him.
Mm-hmm.
So send your questions right here on the Facebook Live feed. And I know some of you are having the same issue I am with iOS, at least on iPhones. I don't know about iPads because I don't have an iPad, at least not right now. But on my iPhone, it's freezing up. So if you have access to a PC, you can try it from there. Oh, I have a thought now that I'm thinking about it.
You have a thought? You're thinking
I do.
about a thought?
I'm thinking about a thought because I have there's more than one way to skin a cat, and there's more than one way to get on Facebook. So give me 1 second here. Let me see if this will work for me. Not entirely sure it will, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. Because I am a glutton for punishment.
Okay, I got lots of questions for this young man.
Oh, do you?
Back from break. Heck yeah.
Very good.
How are we looking on battery?
Um,
Storage almost full. What
yeah,
do
that's
that
because
mean?
you have way too many videos and stuff. So
It's not going to kill Facebook Live, is it?
probably not.
Good. I hope not.
Me too. Me too.
Hey, honey, what do you think about going back to Alaska? We're almost out of fish. We will be in the next few weeks. we figure out the cost of those fish per pound, we could probably go to Booth Chris every meal for
No, you can't be
3
out of
weeks.
fish.
Do what?
You can't be out of fish. That's wrong to be out of fish.
I like fish, and I like Alaska fish a lot.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
What do you like about Alaska fish? In 10 seconds.
They taste good.
There you go.
Water's clean and cold, and they taste clean.
Oh, that's good.
They don't taste fishy and nasty.
One likes fishy and nasty. All right, hang on, guys. We'll
All
be
right.
back with Mr. Bob here in just a second as the RV Show USA continues.
Custom-built travel planner that can guide you to the very best resorts and campgrounds in North America. Join in on the discussion with our full-time RV bloggers. Read reviews of parks or leave one of your own. Find America's best festivals and rodeos with top-notch campgrounds and resorts nearby. So get in the RV and let's go. MobileRVing.com.
All right, we're talking about RV in Alaska with Bob Johnson from Great Alaskan Holidays, a RV rental company in Anchorage that specializes in helping folks have the perfect Alaskan experience, and that's in a great, dependable RV. Bob, you still with us?
I am, sir.
Awesome. Well, I am curious, what brand of motorhomes do y'all choose and why?
We carry the lines Winnebago and Thor, primarily because we know when we put a customer in one of those two coaches, they're going to come away with a happy, satisfied experience. And quite frankly, Great Alaskan Holidays is not going to settle for less when it comes to customers having a great overall experience with our company and our state.
Well, I saw a lot of, like I said, a lot of Class Cs, a lot of RVs, and many of them said Great Alaskan Holidays on them, you know, up and down the Kenai where we were. And they all looked fairly new, or some of them even looked brand new.
That could be the case. Yeah, we, again, speaking towards customer satisfaction and providing what our customers have told us they wanted, we tend to keep our coaches in our rental fleet for a very, very short period of time before they're transferred to our sales fleet. And one of the reasons is because, number one, that's what our customers are asking for, so we give them what they want. And number two, that creates less burden on technical problems, breakdowns, which obviously we don't want. We don't want our customers to have to experience. So we set them up when they leave the lot to minimize and mitigate any risk to that coach.
How long does it typically take if I'm going to, rent an RV from you? How long does it take?
Well, we have a courtesy shuttle van that can go to the airport and pick you up. It's about 15 minutes away at the very most. Lots of people are real excited when they get here, and they're real excited to tell their friends when they go back on the shuttle. But once they get here, it can take, probably the orientation video takes about a half an hour, checking in, checking out with paperwork, anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. But we make it very fun. We're a very social group, and we get them on their way quickly because we know the customer wants to get out and see Alaska, not our showroom.
Absolutely. At the same time, though, there are some basic things, obviously, that you cover with them. So if there were 2 or 3 main things that people needed to keep in mind when they're RVing in Alaska, whether it's about their RV itself or about the roads or whatever, what would those 2 or 3 things be that you'd tell people?
Well, I would suggest take our customers seriously consider collision damage waivers. It provides the customer with a lot of peace of mind, especially those that are driving a motorhome for the first time. Without that, things happen. If they get in an accident of some sort, it can be a burden, and we don't want that. So we definitely want our customers to consider a collision damage waiver. And then the other thing is take your time in the motorhome. Get familiar with it. Get used to driving it. And don't be in a hurry, especially in Alaska. There's way too much to see.
Oh, and there's a lot of RV parks up and down at where we went. We went down the Kenai, then we went down to Seward, and there weren't great big ones, but there were a lot of beautiful little RV parks to stay in.
Well, that's one of the beauties of traveling Alaska in an RV is you can pull off on populated RV campgrounds. You can pull off on the side of the road or any point in between, and you can have as intimate or as populous of an Alaskan experience as you want. And the other beauty about Alaska is you spot that one beautiful area, that lake that's got that majestic snow-capped mountain on the other side of it, and the water is as flat as glass. If you want to have a picnic there, you can have your picnic right there.
All right, I want to talk about cost for a minute, and just from personal experience only a month ago, the cost of hotels is not cheap up in Alaska this time of year. Restaurants are not cheap. Car rentals are insanely expensive, at least from what I'm used to paying. An RV is just, it seems like the greatest value to get everything wrapped up into one, and you get to have that close experience with people you love that you're traveling with. It just, to me, it's just the smartest way to do it. And I think next summer we're going to talk about going up to Alaska, maybe visiting you guys.
And please do. Please do. We'd love to have you come in, take a look at our facility, and we'd love to help you out. But if you want that close experience with your family, an RV is a great way to do it, but you also get that close experience with the state of Alaska. And when you're tied down to an itinerary or you have to be at a certain facility for lodging requirements, you have to be there. You're on a time crunch, and with an RV, that eliminates all of that hurriedness, and you are free to relax in Alaska.
Now, I want to go back to the check-in process. If somebody wants to make a reservation and they want to come up to Great Alaskan Holidays this summer, I guess you've got some openings, but walk us through the process, how they make a reservation. I've actually been to your website. I just think it's really cool, very simple, but tell everybody how they do it.
Well, you can do it a couple different ways. And by the way, yes, there are still openings in with some of our coaches through Great Alaskan Holidays. It's just a matter of, at this point in time, figuring out what those options are. But in terms of the reservation process, if a customer wants to call and have that personal service from one of our experienced reservation staff members, we have those human beings on site standing by right now to talk to those customers. If you're technical savvy or website computer savvy, we've got I don't want to call it a state-of-the-art reservation system because that would imply that it's available as a canned software package. It's a state-of-the-art online reservation system that we made based on what our customers told us that they wanted in a reservation system. So we've made it very easy for the customer to walk through the entire process and literally book everything they need to do online and never have to pick up a phone.
Yeah, I got to tell you, it is so simple. Even somebody that doesn't know a whole lot about computers can make their reservation online. We got to call it there, Bob. I appreciate so much you spending some time with us. I hope you have a great summer season up there.
Thank you, Alan. I appreciate your time, and Great Alaskan Holidays is honored to be a part of your show. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, say hi to Brian for me.
You got it. Thank you.
All right, folks, we've got a link on our website, on our homepage, to Great Alaskan Holidays. If you've ever thought about going to Alaska, if it's on your bucket list, you should look at what Great Alaskan Holidays offers. I think it is the perfect way to spend a week or two or even longer and make some memories that you will never forget. To get more info, go to thervshowusa.com. You'll see Great Alaskan Holidays right there on our homepage. Click on it. thervshowusa.com. Make sure and tell them that you heard us talking about them here on the show. Lots more to come. Stick around.
Are you an RV enthusiast looking for your next adventure? Mobile RVing.
This is only 3 minutes long. So the Class C's that you saw on your trip were very nice, huh?
Nice. We had I stopped at gas stations to get a cup of coffee or whatever on the way, and I saw this one, a guy that was getting fuel. Went over and talked to him. Obviously, it was a rental unit. Said, so how long you had the RV? How long you been renting? He says, I only had this one for 5 days. He said, but the other one we had for 3 weeks. What do you mean the other one? He's a brand new one. They drove it up from Indiana, which is where Most RVs, most all RVs are made in Indiana.
Okay.
And the way they get them to Alaska is people like Great Alaskan Holidays. They cut a special deal for people that are flexible that can drive up there. You know, they vet them, make sure that they're, you know, legit. But you still pay for it, but you're paying a much reduced price. You got a brand new unit. You get to take your time. You got, you know, I think they give you 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to get up there, up into Anchorage. But that's what these people did. They had a brand new RV.
Very good.
And got up there, and then they turned around. They got one that was 2 years old, and they're loving it. They said they do it every year. So anyway.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all.
So where's all our Facebook Live people? Nobody's sharing? Is anybody sharing?
Well,
we don't have very many people tonight.
There's a couple of, there could be a reason for that. One,
yes,
people could be on vacation.
Two,
they could be using their iPhones or iPads, and there's that issue.
What issues there? They can't watch them?
They can't watch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's Facebook, for my iPhone anyway, has yet to show me a good video.
Lisa, if Miss Katie is home, let me know if hers is frozen up. She's got an iPhone. I know you've got I don't know what she's got. Lisa's got a something.
So, I don't know what to tell you about that, unfortunately.
All right. You're going to tell everybody about the opening a browser, I guess.
Yep, we can do that.
Okay.
All right, more of the RV Show USA continues here in just a moment, so hang on, everybody.
Looking for a fun, quick, and affordable getaway? Come to Big Chief RV and Cabin Resort on Lake Buchanan. Stay for 1 night, get the second night free. This offer's even good for our super clean, fully furnished on-the-water cabins. Pay for 1 night, get the second night free. Make your reservation today at BigChiefRVResort.com.
All right, you know what? After those last 2 segments, I think that we may need to plan a return assault on Alaska for 2018. And we need to do it in an RV. Sounds like a lot of fun. What do you think, Goose?
I like that idea, actually.
That's maybe I can do remotes from an RV in Alaska. I could just live all summer long in an RV.
Theoretically, yes.
Yeah, I guess. All right, you know what? The biggest thing about Alaska is it takes a lot of time. It is so far away. It takes a lot of time to get there and to get back. It is so big to really, really enjoy it. I think you need at least a week or 10 days. Minimum, I'd say a minimum of 10 days, because you got a day to get up there and a day coming back through the airport, 7 days in the middle. That would be a minimum. I think 2 to 3 weeks would be the perfect trip. But renting an RV does sound like fun. And speaking of fun, for y'all who are Facebookers who haven't joined our Facebook Live, you are missing out on meeting new folks and seeing what happens during the commercial breaks, because Goose and I have lots of fun, don't we, Goose?
We do have lots of fun.
Yeah.
Now, I have a question for you. When you do that return trip to Alaska,
yes,
why don't you take a flight to Indiana first?
And I just don't have the time. That's what it is.
Okay.
I can't be gone for that long. I'd love to escape, but if I could find, when we went up to the Kenai and they let us go into their studio and we did the show from up there, they were so nice. If every station was as nice as they were at KSRM in Kenai, I'd be doing it, I'll guarantee you. All right, I don't want to jinx ourselves, but something about our Facebook Live. If y'all join us on Facebook Live, you're going to find that everybody's having fun and they're behaving. There's no cussing and no griping going on, and we like that. We like a good family atmosphere where everybody just kind of gets along. And we would like you to subscribe to our newsletter. We'd like to invite you to do that. If you're on Facebook Live, you need to – how do you do that? Open up a browser?
Yeah, you would open up a new browser window. For Chrome and Mozilla, there's a tab. For Internet Explorer, you can open up another tab as well. And go to thervshowusa.com. That way you're still hearing us. We'll see us once you switch back. But then you can go sign up for the newsletter at thervshowusa.com. In addition to all the great information, in addition to the coupon for the featured destination of the week, you're also going to get the 2017 RV Travel and Camping Guide if you request it. The last thing you do is say, yes, I want that, or don't check it if you don't, and we will send a free one of those right to you so that we can check out all the great things that are in that guide.
No strings attached.
Year.
It's a Texas travel guide. So if you live in Texas, you want to RV in Texas, this is kind of the Bible. I'm telling you, you'll like it, and the price is right. Again, it's free. Just subscribe to our newsletter. The very last question you'll be asked is, do you want us to send you one? Click yes. Bam, it's in the mail. All right, we're going to get out of here. We got, about 10, 15 seconds?
Yeah.
Got a great hour number 2. Tim Wasberg's going to start us off. Y'all stick around. This is the RV Show USA.
You're listening to the RV Show USA, and we're just getting started. Hour number 2 will start after this short break. For now, we invite you to subscribe to our newsletter. It's filled with great information and great deals for the RV enthusiast. Subscribe now at thervshowusa.com. That's thervshowusa.com.
We're in our mid-hour break.